It's Friday. It's time for another edition of Feel Good Friday. I'm going to be honest with you. I always go to bed Thursday night, and that's when I reflect upon the week and think if I can find some story to share that might be of some value to somebody. But last night was a little bit of an exception. I went to bed with the sole purpose of being awake at 3 o'clock in the morning so I could get my family to the airport so they could make it to the Boston area. When I came home, oh, the house was so quiet. It kind of looked like a war zone. We had air mattresses that were folded up. We had sheets that were stripped. And I became extremely reflective of the week we've had together and what is really important in life. I reflected upon my mother's funeral service where I think we really nailed it. We had a lot of fun. We celebrated the life of Mom, but we also said goodbye to the whole family because, well, she was the end of that generation for me. She was also the last person in what we lovingly called Greenville, where we had 5 families of Greens with 2.5 miles of each other. And I reflected that all those memories and that whole generation is gone. And I felt a certain obligation to make sure that I remember that generation. And then I became reflective of what I had. I took a look at this week. We had my mother's family together for the first time since Lord knows when, with all the additions. In a sense, it was the first time ever. We met in Lethbridge. We had a family reunion in Slave Lake, probably a 10-hour drive. But boy, I saw my grandkids. They're from Boston, from Vancouver area. They came together and they found a spade and they dug a hole and they buried themselves up to the neck and they were laughing, and I thought, isn't that wonderful? Isn't that what life is all about? Simple little things. I reflected upon the fact that I caught my first fish since like 1968. I hadn't gone fishing for a long time, and that's going to be a precious memory, catching that fish, even though it was too small. I caught it, with my brother-in-law and my son, and that was a precious memory. I have special memories of playing chess with my grandson. He beats me every now and then, and we have some great talks, and I thought that was great. I took my grandson to a Toastmaster meeting, and he won the Table Topic Award. I think he's going to remember those days. I had my other grandchildren. I also have special memories of just going shopping and sharing a few kind of like dad guide jokes where I promised my grandchild that your mom's not here, so when you go in the fridge and you see a dilly bar, you can take it because we have a grandpa's code here. I won't tell if you won't tell. Lots of little spontaneous laughter and something I hope will be remembered for a long time. Yes, as we go through life, we reflect on so much of what we want. And I'm going to suggest maybe we shouldn't reflect so much on what we want in life, what material things that we need to make us happy, and maybe reflect upon your family and how much you've got and how important that is. Because at the end of the day, as somebody wrote on a Facebook comment of mine, family is everything. Have a great week.